Hello everyone, I am Saanvi. I want to begin my talk with a simple question. Have you ever felt invisible? Not ignored, not overlooked, but truly invisible to the system where however hard you try, the world seems rigged against you. Imagine living like that every day. Today, I'm not here to just talk about poverty and inequality as statics, charts, or headlines. I'm here to talk about people, about choices, about system, and most of all, about hope, and what it really takes to build a more equal world for all of us. Let me tell you a story. In a small rural village in Malawai, there's a 12-year-old girl named Amina. Every day, her day begins before the sun rises. She grabs all the containers and just starts walking. Not to go to the school, not to study, but to bring water for her family. It's not the walk that is difficult. It's the weight of the reality she is living in. Yet, she dreams of becoming a doctor. But the roads to education seems like an impossible path for her, because by the time she returns, it's already too late and she's really tired and exhausted. She never went to a school. And Amina is not alone. The millions of children like Amina who are carrying the weight of the system that don't support them, yet continue walking, continue hoping. What we forget is behind every statistic, behind every figure, there's a living, breathing person. A person who shouldn't have walked miles just for the things that are basic human rights. Do you know, in fact, 10% of the world's population lives under $2 a day. It's the global standard for extreme poverty. Now imagine how would it be living on money less than a price of a coffee each day. But sadly, this is the reality of millions. When we talk about poverty, it's easy to hide behind numbers. But behind every number, there's a face of a child like Amina, a face of a mother who skips her meal, a face of a worker who cannot even have a day of sick leave, because if they don't work, they don't eat for the day. Poverty is not just the lack of money, it's lack of access, lack of opportunity, lack of the support system that actually works. You see, inequality doesn't grow overnight. It's built into a system that governs the whole wide world. Think about it. The school we go to is often determined by our neighborhood. The job we accept is often determined by our parents' income and the network they can provide. While some children can afford to fall, others never get a chance to rise. If you were born in a system that doesn't care about you, that doesn't value you, how would you feel? How hard would you try to get out of it? Well, inequality is not just a problem in one part of the world. Inequality literally shows up everywhere, often in different forms. Like in rural Kenya, many students walk miles just to go to the school. But sadly, they never make it due to unsafe roads, lack of infrastructure, or the school fee they cannot afford. In United States of America, which is such a developed nation, children from marginalized community face an education system that fails to provide all the resources they need to succeed. Here in India, while some children have access to world-class education, others are forced to work, denied the opportunity to break this cycle of poverty. It's not just the problem with those children, it's the problem for all of us, because we all are responsible for the future, right? It's not about children only. In many parts of Latin America, women face a systematic barrier that prevents them from achieving financial independence and social equality. Everywhere you go, Inequality is a silent killer, snatching opportunities before they even have a chance to be recognized. But here's the good news. Change is possible. It's happening now. Look what's happening in Colombia, cash transfers. The government directly provides financial supports to the family in need. This have reduced poverty significantly. It's not a magic fix, but it's a start. In Rwanda, the healthcare system is expanding through a community-based system, and people are having access to healthcare than ever before. Here in India, the rise of microfinance is empowering women to start their own businesses, change the lives of their families, and contribute to the economy. Now you might ask, why should I care? Because inequality is not just a moral issue, it's an economic issue too. Studies have shown this. When inequality is reduced, the economy grows faster. When everyone has access to proper education, healthcare, and opportunity, society as a whole flourishes. But what could we do? Educate ourselves, look beyond headlines, get involved and support organizations that are truly making difference. Use your voice, talk about these issues, challenge the system, don't accept inequality. Everywhere we look, people are making difference, changing the system from inside, creating new pathways to new opportunity. Remember Amina? Imagine if she had access to clean water and a school that encouraged her potential. Imagine if she had access to a healthcare system that ensured her well-being. Imagine if she had all the resources to become the doctor of her dream. Her story would be totally different and far better than this. In every corner of the world, there is Anna who is waiting for a chance to thrive. And I believe we all have the power to change the system that holds people like Amina back. Together, we can build a world where no one is invisible. A world where inequality is not accepted. A world where hope is not called a luxury. And we all deserve to live in a world where every Amina has a chance to thrive and no one has to walk miles just to fetch water. And I believe if each one of us does our part well, we can build this world very soon. Thank you.